Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Out here again this afternoon. I just got off work and got my gear together and came out. I am on a piece of private here where I've never deer hunted here before. This is an oak grove, kind of, if you want to call it that. There's a whole bunch of red oaks in here, northern red oak, southern red oak. There's even some, what do they call them? Scarlet oak in here, and there's a few white oaks, and they're just raining down all around me. The ground is covered in acorns in here. Anyway, I walked over here, took my time. I've got a pack full of clothes to change into because the temperature's dropping all day today and into the evening. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon right now, so I've only got about 3 hours till dark. But I brought my saddle, brought my bow. It's bow season still here in Tennessee for this week, so I'm going to shimmy up this maple tree over here and get my stuff all set up until and hunt till dark and see if anything comes through. But you know, I ask that you go in, that you hit that like, subscribe button. You know, I'm trying to do my best to create as much real life hunting content as I can. I don't like the mainstream hunting shows where all you see are just kill shots and grip and grins. I mean, it's a 30-minute show with 10 kill shots in it. That's not reality for the average Joe hunter. I mean, you're going to go out, and more times than not, you're not going to kill something, and a lot of times you're going to go out and you probably aren't even going to see anything. So I'm trying to keep this as real as I can to share with non-hunters and even beginning hunters. I don't want them to get this false impression that you're going to be successful every time you go out. So I ask that you hit that like and subscribe button, and I am going to start making my way up this maple tree over here and get my stuff set up. Look at that. All right, there you go. I finally got up in here. I'm still trying to figure this saddle thing out. Still trying to figure out a really effective and fast way of getting up in the tree. I mean, I hook 2 of my sticks on my saddle whenever I climb in my platform, and I go in and get everything set up, but it's just, there's a learning curve to it. I mean, I practiced with it over the summer, and I've been on 2 or 3 hunts with it so far, but there's still a lot of room for improvement. Oh well, I'm up here in the tree. The other thing is, this is the first time that I've used it that I had to try to layer up with it. So I actually carried in my windproof pants because it is a long walk in here. And I carried in my windproof pants and got here, and I'm like, crap, I can't put these on when I get in the stand. So I had to get everything ready, and I had to put them on down on the ground and then climb this, and then climb back up after I had everything, after I had the steps in the sticks and the platform installed. So unfortunately, it sounds like someone has dumped out some coon dogs over here on the neighbor's property. I don't even know if coon hunting season's open. It may just be the practice season. I don't know. I don't keep up with coon hunting, but there's a whole bunch of dogs right over here just baying and going crazy. So, I mean, it may work in my favor. It may push the deer toward me. It may work against me and push him away from me. I don't know. that coyote came right through here. He came running in pretty quickly and stopped at this tree behind me and sniffed of it for a long time. While he was right here, I heard another one down here, and I heard some turkeys flying up to roost back here behind me. But I didn't have a shot at him at first, and when he walked into the opening where I had a shot, he was going so fast that I made a little kissing sound to try to get him to stop, and that just spooked him. He just took off. I mean, he was at probably 10 yards. I mean, he was almost under me. Man. I wish I'd stuck him. I talked to this landowner today, and he told me he said he thinks he's lost 3 calves to coyotes. And he said, I want you to shoot every one that you see. Well, it didn't work. Well, I'm losing light fast out here. Squirrels are going crazy all around me. I don't know if that coyote's just roaming around still or what. There's squirrels everywhere. Anyway, I'm losing light fast, so unless something happens soon, I'm going to have to start coming down before long, start my walk back out of here. Oh man, it's the next day, heading back into the same spot. I'm here at my first fence crossing, so that over there is my farm. This over here is the neighbor's farm where he's given me permission to hunt. But it's a decent little walk in. It's not as far as I walk in, like if I'm turkey hunting or squirrel hunting or whatever, because he allows me to hunt a bunch of stuff over here, but I've never deer hunted here. I've just turkey hunted here 2 years, and I've squirrel hunted here 2 years, but anyway, it's a pretty good walk in down a very rocky, large softball-sized rock hillside. So it's very uneven terrain. You lose your footing a lot. You gotta be real careful. And I got my pack, it's loaded down right now. I've got my camera arm. I've got another lens. I've got an extra jacket to bring because it is cool. Temperature is pretty cool out here today, and there is a slight breeze. So I've also got my Stratus pants on my backpack as well to put on. I've got my saddle platform, my sticks. So I've got a pretty good weighted pack on right now, plus binoculars and all that stuff you got to bring in. When you're self-filming, I'm using the 4th Arrow micro triple arm and the Talon mount, so it's a lot smaller and lighter than what I was using before, but it's still, it's an extra 5 or 6 pounds of weight, and then the saddle platform and all that stuff, and then you're wearing your saddle, and it adds up. I'd have to weigh it, see what I got, but it's quite a bit of stuff. But anyway, I'm heading in now today about an hour earlier than yesterday. I actually left work a little early today, and I'm heading in. I'm going to set up in a slightly different place today. I don't know exactly where yet, but I'm going to look around for a different tree with a little bit more open terrain around it where I can see a little bit farther. So let's finish making this walk in and find a tree and get up in it. Alright, I think I'm going to go up in this poplar tree right here behind me. Where am I at? I think I'm going to go up in this poplar tree right here. I'm about, how far away? I'm about 20-25 yards from the tree I was in yesterday. But I think this tree is going to give me a lot more coverage to be able to see the area where I think the deer are going to be coming from. I'm going to look around here for just a couple minutes and make sure this is the tree I want. But otherwise, the next time you see me, I'm going to be up in this poplar tree. Well, I'm up in the tree now. It went a lot more smoothly today than yesterday. The tree I climbed today was a lot more cooperative too. The tree yesterday had some really funky knots in it that created some weird shapes in the tree that I had to work around. Poplars are really good climbing trees. This one has a spur coming off of it about 8 feet off the ground. So I couldn't have used a climbing stand in this particular poplar. So this is an example of where the saddle really kind of shines in this kind of scenario where it's not a straight and limbless tree up to 15-20 feet in the air. So Anyway, I'm up here. I've got a really good view. I've knocked out a couple of dead limbs that were around me so I can see. I've got shooting lanes. I mean, I can shoot 40 yards off to my strong side if I want to. I can shoot 20 yards straight in front of me. Off to my weak side is kind of blocked by a bunch of tree limbs, but that's fine. It's my weak side. I mean, if they come through, they're going to come through at 10 yards, and that's the only place that I can shoot at. So, squirrels everywhere. I mean, they are just running in circles. It must be squirrel rut, because they're just everywhere. There was a really loud commotion over on the neighbor's property, directly out in front of me a good distance. I mean, it was all kinds of commotion in the leaves. It just sounded like somebody was walking in or something, because there was a lot of leaf rustling and sticks popping and snapping and breaking. And so, I don't know what it is, but no one has permission to be hunting over there. I don't think it's anybody hunting. It could be a ginseng hunter or something. It's a little late for ginseng. But there's not supposed to be anybody ginseng hunting over there either, so. That was pretty cool. Had a doe step out down here below me and feed on some acorns, and she kept looking behind her. And she had a fawn back over in the woods. And about the time she came through feeding, the cows started coming back this direction, and she was paying a lot of attention to them. And as they got closer, she turned and went into the woods and took the fawn, and they just went off the other direction. I'm losing light fast. You can see back there behind me, there's still light up in the sky, but that's back to the west where the sun is setting. Down here in these hardwoods, it gets dark a lot faster than out in those fields. So, I've probably only got about, 15 minutes of shooting light left. It is getting very dark. Okay, heading back in now this is my third consecutive day over here. I didn't come out last night till well after dark because I kept hearing deer around, and then I had coyotes all around, and I held out as long as I could in case maybe a deer came out, or if maybe a coyote came through. So when I came down, I had plans of coming back again today, so I just left my platform and my sticks and, camera base and all that stuff in the tree. So I have a much lighter load going in now. I'm able to make a lot better time, and hopefully I can get over here, shimmy up this tree real quick, and get in a spot and just see if we can make something happen. A buddy of mine texted me a while ago, got himself a real nice buck today earlier. He's put in quite a bit of time this year, and so got himself a good buck. And so see if we can get over here and see if we can manage to pick us up one too. Anyway, well, I'm up here and set up. That happened real fast this time. It's amazing how fast you can get up in your tree if you already have your sticks and platform up and your camera arm. Like, that probably cut my time in a third, not having to put the sticks up and then the platform and then mount the camera arm. Oh well. I noticed just a while ago, about 30 yards away from where I'm sitting right now, there's a brand new scrape and a small rub down there. It looks like another rub down there. I need to zoom in on it or maybe get my binoculars out and look. But there's been buck activity in here just in the last 24 hours. So we've went so far, you know, this early season without really any pre-rut activity or anything, and now I found my first scrape, and there was fresh droppings in it, and there was a leaf laying in it, and that leaf had brownish yellow urine in it, so it's very fresh. It's being used, so maybe we can get something come through. And it's I can see it from here. It's about 30 yards away. Well, I'm shocked how late it is this evening. I've seen a lot of squirrels and chipmunks, but not a single deer, and there's been nothing come to this scrape over here either. I'm losing light very quickly. Oh well, I gave it a shot.